心忘れないで
Hello everyone, welcome to Running Otaku. I am the Running Otaku, and this is episode 7, Goals. In this episode, I'm going to share with you my 2018 goals and how I did, and also what my goals are for next year and how I came up with those goals. Guess what, guys? Thanks to you, I have hit 100 subscribers. I'm actually at something like 105 now, so good job, YouTubers. Thank you. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 at the end of the year. That's going to be a stretch, but you know, topic of this week is goal, so why not? Anyways, let's get on with it. So today was just an easy run, 1 hour, but like most workouts, even on the easy ones, I do layer in a little bit of speed. Today had me doing 8 by 20 seconds at an effort roughly equivalent to my 800 meter race pace. So let's take a look and see what that looks like. Okay, so first, let's go ahead and take a look at my goals from 2018. So you can see here that I picked 4 races. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to run, but for the 5K, I had a goal time of 19 minutes 42 seconds. The 10K, 41:18. The half marathon, as you can see, 1:32:08. And the full marathon, I wanted to go sub 3:15. Now, I set these goals a year ago and I had just started to get back into running, so I really didn't have any idea of what my capabilities were kind of in the near term. I didn't know if I kind of made these too easy or too hard, but I did want to have some goals to train against. So those were the goals as I stated, and now let's see how I did. So the actual, so for the 5Ks, you can see I more than hit it. I got to 18:22. This was in a race here in Portland, the Bowerman 5K. A lot of fast people. I was probably the slowest, but 18:22 I was really happy with. I actually think I could have gone right around 18:10 or so a couple of months later, but right as I got to the peak of the training cycle, I got a little injury and really missed my peak form, I think. In the 10K, I ran one race and I did 38:50. So quite clearly, easily beat my goal. This was in a park. It was pretty flat. It's the only 10K I ran for the year, so I think I could do much better. But much better than my goal. For the half marathon, I ran 1:31 even. And actually, this wasn't even a race. I was doing a long run where it was 3 by 30 minutes at tempo pace with a few miles of warm up and cool down. So it was like a 14-15 mile run. And just in the middle of that, I hit a 1:31. So I set a PR as just part of a training run. I knew I can go well under this time for 2019, but for 2018, I thought that was pretty amazing. And then the marathon, 3:14, oops, I should say 3:14:59 right here. But anyways, I ran 3:09:12. This was the Eugene Marathon at the University of Oregon's campus. This was, what was it? It was early April. No, check that. That was late April of 2018. So I had just been running for about 4 months or so. And went way under my time. In fact, I ran a negative split of like 3 minutes, so I really did well in that race. So if we look at a few notes, you can see what percent I was under my goal. So my 5K, I was 7% under, the 10K, 6%. Half marathon, only 1%, but again, that was just a training run. I didn't actually do a half marathon race. And the marathon, 3% under. That marathon was actually a lifetime PR. Now, I know that, if I were to have run a marathon in my prime, in my mid-20s or 30s, I would have done much, much faster, but I didn't. And this was my lifetime PR, so you can never be upset about a lifetime PR, right? That half marathon was also my lifetime PR. I had run one half marathon before, just over 131, but that was the Fontana half marathon, and the whole thing was like, it was like a -2 to 3% grade the entire way. So it was a downhill run from start to finish, and there's a big asterisk. I don't count that. The 10K, as you can see, I only ran once, and it was in the middle of my training block. And as I said before, I think I was in much better shape a few weeks after this 5K, but unfortunately I wasn't able to run. So those were my goals for 2018. I hit all four, so it was a great year. And in fact, I hit all of those between, I think, April and July. So in a very tight window, I was in good form and nailed all of those. I actually think I'm in better condition right now, so I think I could come close to beating all of these times in the next week or two if I really wanted to. But I'm just in the early cycle of training for the Boston Marathon, so I'm not going to do that. Anyways, let's take a look at my 2019 goals. So I'm not sure I'm going to be running all of these races, but I wanted to set goals for the mile, 5K, 10K, 15K, half and full marathons. And here's what I did. So you can see the goals, and these are my C goals, and I'll explain in just a minute. But for the mile, my goal time is 5:13. I ran a 5:21 earlier this year. The 5K 17:55, so I want to go sub 18. 10K 37:46, and the 15K, the half at 125 and change. And my goal is to go sub 3 in the marathon, so 2:59:59. So what I did was, since I'm over 35, over 40, and I'm a master's, my times are only going to get slower because of aging. And so what a lot of masters do is they age grade their time. It's basically a formula. Depending on how old you are, it converts what time you ran with what time you would have run if you were at your peak, for instance, in your late 20s. So just to give you an idea, if you have an age grade of 75%, that's probably good enough to get on the podium, top 3 finish in your age group in a local race. If you're at the 85% age grade level, you're probably winning your age group in a local race. If you're 95%, you're world class in your age group. And if you're 100%, you've just set the world record for all runners. So not getting anywhere near that. But anyways, so you can see here that what I have for my C goals are pretty competitive. So the mile, 5K, 10K, all about 80% age grade. So I probably wouldn't win a local race, but I'd be, second or third, something like that. And then for the longer races, I think I still need more training, another year under my belt to really build up that aerobic base. So my goals are slightly lower in terms of age grade percentage, 78, 77, 76. And so you can also see what these would convert to if I were at my peak. So the mile would convert to a 4:38, which is actually my lifetime PR. The 5K would convert to someone running a 15:56 in their 20s to 30s. And you can see on and on. So the marathon time, a sub 3 for me would be equivalent to about a 2:44 marathon for someone around 30 years of age. So those are my C goals. To be a little bit more aggressive, I also created some B goals. And you can see the age grading here is a percent or two higher for each one. And the times. So the 5K, for instance, 17:29. The marathon would be sub 2:55. So 2:54:59, which is pretty good, right? That's a 2:39 marathon for someone in their prime. And then, because I believe it's important to set really ostentatious, the big hairy goals, I have A goals, and these are what those goals are. For the mile, it's a sub 5 mile. For the 5K, it's sub 17. The 10K sub 36. The 15K sub 56. The half marathon sub 120. And the marathon 2:49:59. which would be almost a 2:35 marathon for someone in their prime. So these are very strong goals. The marathon, I'm only planning on running one this year, which is Boston. So 2:49:59. It's a hard marathon. It's actually net downhill, but there are uphills like 2/3 into the race. And it's point to point, going more or less due east. So if there's a wind coming out of the east, you're in a headwind the whole way. So it's hard to predict what the conditions are going to be. And I don't think I can run a 2:49 at Boston, but we'll see how the training goes. As for the 5K, 16:59, my ultimate goal, and this is when I turn 50 in a year and a half. So my ultimate goal is to be a scoring member of a podium finishing cross-country team in the national meet. So to be on one of the top 3 teams and to be a scoring member for the 50 plus, I'm probably going to have to be somewhere in the mid 1650s. There's some really fast guys over 50. Some of them are still running in the low 16s, maybe even the high 15s. I don't think I have that much talent, but I think a 16:30 with 2 more years of training might be doable. And if I can get to 16:59 this year, wow, that would be awesome. As you can see, that's an 85% age grade. That would be good enough to win most 45 to 49 age group races, at least smaller ones of 1,000, maybe even up to 5,000. So those are my goals. I think the C goals are quite attainable. The B ones are stretch if my training goes well and I don't get injured and I have a good day. And the A goals are if my training is amazing and I just have an amazing day. So I don't know if I'll hit those. Those A goals, those could actually become my B goals for next year or for 2020, but we'll see. And that wraps it up for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, go ahead and click the like button. If you really like what you saw, click the subscribe button and let's help get this channel over 1,000 subscribers, okay? Anyways, that's it for today. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.